Oh, it's so cold right now, I'm freezing my ass off. I can feel a little bit of the sun. It feels nice, but it's still pretty chilly. I got a long sleeve undershirt on this. I also put my my liner back in my motorcycle jacket just because I knew it was going to be cold. It was a weird day yesterday. It got all the way down to like the 50s, or at least that night it did. We're almost to the beginning of freaking July. Chain up area 3 miles. Man, it feels like I'm going to need a chain up area right now. My balls are frozen. Chain those guys up, put some hot galvanized powder coated steel on those puppies. Hey, that was a really weird thing to say. I apologize, for I do not know what I do. Where do you think you're going? It will say passing lane, but there is a passing lane there, overzealous car driver. Alright, I see my first rain cloud. Here we come, first rain cloud. I see you. I need to get some motorcycle pants for show. I got pretty good padding on my jacket, and then my helmet's alright. I don't think my helmet's anything great. It's a fly helmet. I definitely know it's not like a great one, but I would rather have it on my head than nothing for sure. But I need some motorcycle pants and also some padding. I went to the Army surplus store in Idaho last week, or earlier this week I should say, and I almost bought some padding. I almost bought some ammo tin cans too to use as saddlebags on my bike. In fact, I'm going to do that in the future. I didn't have time to kind of make them or I didn't buy one of the little saddlebag racks, but in the future it's going to be something I do for show. Alright, car, we're in the passing lane right now. Let's get over it. I can't believe this big rig right here is doing about 80 going uphill. Impressive. Impressivo. Bien hecho, hombre. Oh man, I see a wonderful cloud I'm headed right for. I'm gonna freeze my tail off in it. I hope it's just not windy. I got two guys on some real motorcycles behind me right now. I feel kind of embarrassed. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my KLR, but when you're having like mine's a bigger than yours contest, I don't ever have the biggest one. Windy roads right here, my friend. Next 4 miles, it says it's windy. Alright, alright, alright. Oh man, it's so cold right now that my visor's fogging up right now. It's so cold. So cold. I hope I stay away from that rain cloud, man. That's gonna suck to go through. Gosh dang it. Oh god, it's like I'm in Donner's party right now. Oh, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I have a thermal on in my backpack I might put on. Oh, it's coming down hard right there, man. I think I'm gonna come into sunshine. Oh god. I hope it's like a 10-degree temperature change. And it's not really. It's still cold. Oh no, I'm gonna go back into the cold. I'll let this guy pass me behind me. Alright, so I'm coming back down the canyon right now, just outside of Helper, Utah, which will feed into Price. I used to come down to Price for football. When I played football in high school, we would do all of our summer camps down in Price. Man, it's hard to talk right now because my mouth is frozen right now. Oh, it was so cold. It's getting a little bit warmer. And it looks like we just missed those rain clouds, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, my face is frozen, my wrists are frozen, my legs are frozen. I knew I should have put my thermal on. I'm like, nah, I had one long sleeve shirt, my coat will be fine. And it wasn't. Price Canyon Recreation Area. I've never been up there before, but that's cool. My older brother shot a mountain lion not far from here. We got a mountain lion permit. I guess that consisted of this guy with a bunch of chasing dogs. They treed a mountain lion around here somewhere, and they called him up and said, hey, we got you a lion in a tree if you want to come and shoot it. So to me, that's not much hunting, but he had fun, I guess. The year that he shot that mountain lion, the lions in this area were surging and killing a lot of wildlife. So it actually kind of stabilizes it out, or stabilizes the wildlife out. I get so tense when I ride, especially at like high rate of speed, that I'm gonna get like a kink neck. I know it tonight. I think from my helmet weighing so much with my little visor, as well as my camera, it puts a little bit more tension, and then just being like tense and stiff while I'm riding, it just makes those muscles ache when I get off it, and then they spasm up, get Charlie horses in them. So I'm hoping I don't have a kink neck tonight or tomorrow. Oh, that'd be the worst, to be in like a really pretty place where you need to be looking around and not being able to move your head. Before I left today, I got on the news online and was reading it, and the very first thing that was like the headline news was, I guess there was a motorcycle wreck out in New Hampshire or Vermont, somewhere out there, where a truck veered off of the highway and hit 7 motorcyclists, or maybe not 7, maybe more, but 7 people died. And so that was kind of like the worst thing to read before you go on a 4-hour motorcycle ride. You know, these guys are off doing like everything they can to be safe, and someone just, for whatever reason, you never know if it was an accident, he blew a tire, or if he just wasn't paying attention, man. Life is precious, and when you're on a bike, I always think about that, like, this could be it. I gotta be careful, and then also flipping the coin that I could be super careful and I can still make mistakes, but ultimately I'm relying on a lot of other people to like not make mistakes too.